We are headed for Farley Lake. Got a group of 6 of us in total. Matty Outdoors and a couple of his friends, plus 2 dogs. So we are gonna get moving here. She's moving high and fast, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do here. I think we're bailing on Farley just to be safe, because better to be safe than, you know.
Dead.
I don't think anyone's gonna die on this one. It's no Farley Lake, but it is a nice consolation prize. What's up, everybody? I'm Evan.
I'm Danny.
We are Adventure.Happy, and here we go again. You can see the beautiful Abraham Lake in behind us there. This is our staging point for a nice, just a single night overnighter down in the Bighorn Backcountry. We're headed up to Farley Lake this weekend. Tonight we are just staying here at the edge of Abraham Lake. Tomorrow morning we're gonna drive up the road a little bit, and we're gonna hike in with some new friends who we have sort of hooked up with on YouTube. So
you will likely recognize at least one of them.
Yeah, for sure. If you pay attention to backpacking YouTube channels for this area, for the Canadian Rockies, I'm pretty sure you're gonna know this guy. Looking forward to meeting him in real life and getting out for an awesome little weekend here. So pretty chill night tonight. We drove down after work on Friday. It's the second weekend in June, and tomorrow we're probably gonna wake up to a cold, rainy Rocky Mountains. But right now it's like 22 degrees and just absolutely perfect. So we're really gonna enjoy tonight, if nothing else. Yeah, so stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, big adventures. All right, morning guys. Here we go. We are on the trail. So we are at the Kootenai Plains Ecological Preserve. We are just getting on the trail. This is the Syphilis Falls Trail to start out with. So if you're looking for the area. Oh, okay. Cully's doing some business. Pick that up. All right, just ran back up to the trailhead because Cosley did some business and we were right by the parking lot, so it made sense to just go do that, drop it off, so I didn't have to carry it the whole trip. Okay, so we are leaving from the Syphilis Falls staging area in Kootenai Plains Natural Preservation Area. We are headed for Farley Lake, and by we, I mean me, Danny, and Cosley the adventure dog, as usual. But we're also joined this weekend, we're here actually invited by Matty Outdoors and a couple of his friends. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Got a group of 6 of us in total, plus 2 dogs, and the goal is Farley Lake. Farley's about 16 or 18 kilometers up the trail. So we are gonna get moving here. First major milestone is gonna be the good old suspension bridge, North Saskatchewan River Suspension Bridge, headed towards Syphilis Falls. If you've seen our Syphilis Falls video, you know what is coming. I'm gonna be carrying a dog. Good?
I think so.
Not so bad. Not so bad.
There's no water underneath now, buddy.
All right, through the first hurdle, got across the bridge. Now we're on the boardwalk. The Kootenai Plains Ecological Reserve is very sensitive, I guess, so they built these boardwalks going along here to minimize the damage.
5 seconds.
And that valley up ahead, that is the target. That's where we're headed. This one's not so bad. Hey, buddy. Nice. Getting across the Syphilis River right now. Heading for the mountains. This is the first junction up here. I think we're gonna hang a left and start heading up. So we got a whole crew out this weekend. Got Devin up there with his ultralight pack, just leaving us behind, dropping us in the dust. Of course, you know me, you know Danny, you know Cosley the adventure dog. And if you watch us, I know you know this guy over here. It's the legend, Matty Outdoors. Thanks for the invite, buddy. It's great to get out with you, finally meet you in the real world.
Oh, I appreciate you guys coming out. I feel like we've been, everybody I've hiked with the last little bit, I feel like we've been talking about this for a bit, so
yeah.
It's good to finally get out and get some trail behind us.
Yeah. We got Matty's buddy, Bo, in behind me there. There he is. There he is. Yeah, so whole crew, we're out just for one night down in the Ram public land use area, heading for Farley Lake. Never been out this way before. We had talked about it once, but crossing the suspension bridge that you saw earlier, Cosley doesn't love it, so kind of needed a good reason to come back and do this one. So this is it. It's like the second weekend of June. Weather's about as perfect as we could hope for. So far. I'm supposed to get some thunderstorms later on today, but anyways, we'll see how it goes. And it's just great to be out. So stay tuned. Should be a fun little trip. All right, made it to Whiterabbit Creek Outfitter Camp. It's pretty set up back there. Good spot to stop, have a little snack, get our stuff together before we go down here. Just gonna duck across Whiterabbit Creek, start working our way up along the creek until we find a trail heading up towards Farley. So far pretty good. I was expecting the creek to be running a little higher, honestly. I was just gonna go get some more water. Some of the trail reports I read said that this creek can get kind of spicy, but maybe there's another crossing further on that's where it's a little bit more interesting. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, really nice hiking so far. Nice and easy, mostly flat, hardly any elevation gain. Just been cruising along. Hopefully pretty soon though we'll start getting some elevation and get some views going. We've been fortunate so far with the weather too. I don't know if you can tell, but the sky's darkening a little bit, so we might get some rain here. But so far it's been essentially perfect hiking weather, so it's been great coming out. Alright, just gonna have something to eat and we'll keep moving. Alright, we came across the creek, Whiterabbit Creek, and came out into the Kootenai Plains here. And this spot is nice. This is amazing, actually. This is a great little camping spot. There's a nice fire pit over on this side. Are you filming me?
A little
filming?
behind the scenes action. Pretty nice little spot here.
Yeah, so this is kind of what we have to look forward to. It's kind of wandering through the plains here for a little bit. Cosley's off to explore. We're not going that way, buddy. Come on. We're up this way.
So I bought the exact same one he had, which was maybe 20,000.
Okay, so that little stream that we crossed by the camp spot was Wilson Creek. This is Whiterabbit. Another nice little camping area right here. And hopefully a bridge somewhere around here that we can use to get across this sucker without getting our feet wet. Let's see. Just moving pretty quick, pretty muddy. Huh.
I think this is the more legitimate.
Yeah. Looks like there might be some logs laying across further upstream there, so might work our way up a little and check that out. We'll see.
The trail goes this way.
She's moving high and fast, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do here. It's either wading across up here somewhere, or trying for the single log bridge up there towards Devon. Neither option is super appealing. How you feeling? Yeah.
Maybe if we didn't have the dog, the idea of trying to get the dog across right now.
Yeah. It is problematic for sure. I don't think he's gonna like that bridge very much. Likes that stick though, so that's good. That's good.
There's one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely seems like no good options right now, but we'll figure something out. So we're just kind of bushwhacking our way along the side here. Trying to find a spot that looks a little bit more gentle to cross. This is actually looking significantly better here. I mean, we don't have any idea how deep it is there, but it's at least shorter in distance. So, I mean, I don't know. Looks a bit better. We'll see. We'll see. We have to go along this creek for a while anyways, so we might just kind of do it along this side until we find something that looks a little bit more promising for a crossing. So, what are you thinking, Danny?
About life or about crossing a raging river?
What are we doing with about this little creek crossing in behind us here?
That makes me scared.
Yeah, it's a little... The spot we found here, like we could break it up into a couple of smaller little sections and get across on the sandbars. The only real concern is that tomorrow, or overnight tonight, it's supposed to rain 30 to 40 millimeters, so coming back through here tomorrow could be much, much worse. So I think what we're leaning towards is to backtrack along the way we came in, find a cool spot to set up camp and just hang out, make it a chill kind of a evening.
Maybe go for explore from there.
Yeah.
If there's something to do.
There's a survey hill down that way that maybe we can go up, get some views. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of wing it. But yeah, I think we're bailing on Farley just to be safe, because better to be safe than, you know.
Dead.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna die on this one, but
stranded.
Could be
Pushing our spot button.
Could be unfortunate result. So, anyways, yeah, we're gonna start moving back the other way. All right, so it's official. We're decided to bail on Farley. We're gonna start working our way back along Whiterabbit Creek towards Kootenay Plains. We found that nice little open meadow. And then we're gonna kind of regroup from there, figure out what we want to do next. There's a tent we haven't seen in a little while. Busted out the old tarp tent double rainbow for this trip. Thought we were gonna be doing a little bit more distance. So wanted to lighten it up a bit. Brought the more minimal tent. We only ended up doing about 8 kilometers. Got turned around at Whiterabbit Creek there. Right now we're on the Kootenay Plains, just kind of set up in a nice little spot between Wilson and Whiterabbit Creeks. Got Devon's hammock set up over there. Matty's over there. And then Bo, being a absolute beast, brought a whole 8-person tarp with a wood stove. So if the weather really turns on us, we've got an amazing place to hang out for the evening. So yeah, I don't know, we're here nice and early, trying to decide what to do next. I was thinking maybe just going for a little tour from here and see what we can find. Got our cooking and eating area all set up over here. Had some lunch. Not a bad little view though. It's a nice area. Wouldn't mind exploring it a little bit more. Yeah, so June, Whiterabbit Creek can be a little sketchy. Like, we found a spot where we could have gotten across, but it's more tomorrow that we were worried about because it's supposed to rain a lot tonight. Thunderstorms all night. So if it's really swollen in the morning tomorrow, it could have been a little bit sketchy. Not a bad consolation prize though. It's gonna be a great place to hang out for a bit. So yeah, not sure what's going on now. Probably just gonna sit, maybe have a couple of beverages, maybe go for another little stroll, see what else we can find in this area. So we had some lunch, had some snacks, hung out at camp for a little while. Looked like a little weather system was rolling in, then didn't. So it's like 3:30 or something like that. And the sun's coming back out, so we figure go for a little hike. So just like a kilometer and a half from our camp spot, there's a spot on the map called Survey Hill. So I figured probably be some sort of view up there. Go check it out anyways. It's only like 15-20 minutes from camp, so might as well. It's been a nice little afternoon. Definitely not what we originally set out for, which is always a bummer, but it's been nice just to hang out, have a relaxed kind of afternoon, and yeah, we've lucked out so far. It's supposed to have been just relentless rain all day, and we haven't gotten a drop of it, so fingers crossed that keeps up. Alright, I'll show you the view once we get to the top of this hill. Yet another creek in our way. This one should be pretty easy to get. Nice. Pretty sure that's it. Like, oh, Wanda, just soaked. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had a bowl.
Look at that balance. So graceful. Nice. Made it look a lot smoother than I did. Yeah, we got a bit of a view anyways. Survey Hill's pretty treed in, so I don't know if it gets much better than this, but we'll kind of skirt around the top of it and see what we see. Just bushwhacked our way through right over the top of the hill. Got a nice little view as our reward. The dogs are very excited.
We went straight up and then walked along the side.
Just kind of bushwhacked through here.
Yeah, that's probably not way to go. That's what we were hoping that you would do. That we would just.
I figured you guys.
Matt found the survey marker, looks like, so.
Probably this far.
Yeah.
Well, it's Survey Hill.
And
That's pretty good. Pretty good little view.
A path up this way, so turn back. And then where you
Survey Hill. Nice little view down towards Abraham Lake. Sorry about the wind noise. It's picking up a little bit up here. And a nice little ridge walk on the way out. You can see Mount William Boothin behind me there. Yeah, actually pretty nice little view from up here. glad we made the detour for sure. It's no Farley Lake, but it is a nice consolation prize. And we managed to find the trail. On the way up, we just kind of bushwhacked through here somewhere. But on the way back, we will follow the trail. Enjoy the scenery while we can. Head back down to camp here. And I think it's probably happy hour. Good day, Danny.
Yeah, I had a good day.
Nice.
I'm tired.
Yeah. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, but it's kind of getting dark. Some stormy clouds rolling in.
Dog's playing.
Dogs still have some energy though. Oh, where'd they go? Oh my god. There they are. There they are.
They love each other.
Yeah, they're having fun. Best friends now, which is cool. Any highlights from today?
I liked being up on Surveyor Ridge. Or Hill, or whatever it was called.
Survey Hill. Yeah, that was nice. Nice consolation prize. It's a shame we didn't get up to Farley, but it was. It
was the right decision.
Yeah, it was. I think. Having a nice time. You can see in back that way is camp. Got the fire going. Just settling in. Gonna make some dinner and relax. It's been a nice night. It's been a nice day, and it will be a nice night.
Yeah, I think so. Clouds are rolling in, so we'll probably get some rain.
Yeah, won't be surprised if we pack it in a little early, just because of the weather. But it is what it is, and it's been great to get out. I am looking forward to having a weekend at home, though, because this is our third weekend in a row out in the mountains. We didn't film the last two just because we were doing some other stuff with friends and things like that. It didn't make sense to. So, but this is like the kickoff of the 2020 season, really, and there will be some cool stuff coming soon.
We have lots booked this summer.
Yeah. What's next? What do we have?
Canada Day over. We have 6-7 days off.
Yes.
So we'll go down to my parents' cabin. And then maybe do a couple days somewhere in that Pincher Creek type area.
Yeah, somewhere southern Alberta, southwestern Alberta. Yeah, that's our COVID consolation prize vacation. We were actually supposed to be going out to Ontario that week, but no such luck. What with everything that's going on in the world right now, so it's all
for
right.
Another time.
We get to just play at home, and that is totally fine too. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Really looking forward to that trip. So that'll be the next one coming up. So stay tuned. 2020 season kicking off, and it's gonna be a good one. All right, let's go get some dinner. Yeah. Not exactly what we had planned. We were just setting up, having a nice fire, getting everything ready to have some dinner, and the storm rolled in. Fortunately, Bo is a legend and brought a gigantic tent with a stove in it, so we're able to huddle up in here, and in no time we'll be toasty warm and dried out. Be a nice spot to have dinner. Although I'm thinking it's probably going to be kind of an early night at this point, because it's going to probably smell like wet dog and sweaty dude in here in no time.
Your favorite combination.
But yeah, it's really coming down now. So. Good times in the mountains.
Adventures!
Things change fast. Half an hour ago you couldn't see a single mountain out in this valley, because it was just nuking. It was a good little storm, but fortunately we got to huddle up inside the tent, with the hot tent with the wood stove. Oh, got to avoid the worst of it. And now it's a really kind of peaceful, beautiful evening. Birds are chirping, temperature's nice. Got a good little fire going back over this way. So I think this is the plan for this evening. Just gonna hang out and probably call it a pretty early night. I'm running on a little bit shortage of sleep this weekend, so it's gonna be nice to turn in, get a good night's rest, and just get renewed a little bit, like nothing else does, honestly. Just days out here just recharge you in a way that nothing else really can. It's been an awesome little weekend. Made some new friends, had a really good time. Didn't quite hit all the places that we wanted to, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and it's been awesome. It's a really nice spot just to hang out and just enjoy being out here with some cool people. Good morning. How'd you sleep?
Not bad.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
I was has a comfy little spot, and
Yeah, nice flat spot, nice and soft ground. A little bit of stream noise in the background, very soothing.
it was very soothing, very quiet in comparison to the night before.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's a good little spot.
it's a good little
Yeah,
spot.
this little area in between Wilson and Whiterabbit Creek. It's very nice. Didn't rain a ton last night. There was it stormed, but it didn't go like all night. So we probably would have been okay to do the ford, and probably wouldn't have been too bad coming back. But you never know. So we had a nice little weekend. It was fun, just hanging out at camp, have a good fire.
Getting to know some other people.
Yeah, just hanging out, talking, and yeah, it
Doing things.
was a good little weekend. Thanks for coming along. I'm probably not going to film much on the way out because it's honestly kind of a boring trail from here to back to the car. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Slight change of plans. It's only 9:45 or something like that. We just got back to the junction where our trail, Whiterabbit Creek Trail and the Syphilis Falls Trail meet up. It's only about 1.5 kilometers, 2 kilometers, something like that, to the first Syphilis Falls. So we are going to go check that out. Danny and I have been there before, but the other guys haven't, so it's going to be a nice little detour. Man, Syphilis River is running a lot higher than the last time we were here. It's going to be really pretty hiking from here on out. We're just on the side trail that follows right along the edge, so we'll be hitting some more exposed cliffs up ahead here. Some really nice views, but this part is a fun little hike for sure. It'll be a nice little detour. Having fun, buddy? I love this area. So pretty.
It is.
Glad those guys convinced us to come along up this way. It's a nice little detour. How's the view? Not bad. Not bad at all. What do you think, buddy? Time to go home? Yeah. We're not gonna keep moving on to the other falls. We're just, the first Syphilis Falls is the nicest one. Danny and I have seen the other ones before. Although once you get past the third one, there is an opportunity there where you can leave the protected area, and you're actually allowed to random camp. So might actually come back and do that sometime. Might make a nice early season type of a trip, depending on what's involved for like stream crossings and stuff. Once you get out there, I'd have to look into it a little bit. But now it's just backtracking, hitting Causley's favorite, the old suspension bridge, getting back to the car and heading on home. It's been a really, really nice weekend. All right, home stretch. Just back in the crossing the plains here on the boardwalk. You can see some of the amazing peaks all around us. One last little nice view before we get back to the car and start working our way home. Ended up being a really nice little weekend, like sneaky good weather weekend. Got to make some new friends. Dogs had fun. What did you think?
I had lots of fun.
Yeah, good.
Yep. Still sad that we didn't make it to the lake.
Yep, that's fair.
But something to do for some other time.
Yeah, I think we'll try this one again. Try Farley Lake again sometime later in the year, though. We'll shoot for like August or September or something like that, when the creek levels be a little bit lower. We're just about at the suspension bridge, so that's where we're gonna call it a trip. I'm gonna have to pick the dog up and carry him across again, I'm sure. It's worth it to have him along because he is by far our favorite hiking buddy. Thanks for coming along, guys. It's been an awesome trip, and stay tuned. More adventures coming soon.
Good boy.
Good boy.
What is your... Yeah.
Do it. Look. Look, you made it.
Good puppy.
Good dog.